think they're going to be solid, and one that I expect to make the postseason, but I don't think that we can label them as a contender.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Fultz and Luwawu team together to make the backcourt. Ben Simmons is out there with Sharge. And it's Embiid in at the 5, roaming the paint. Simmons passes to Embiid. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Embiid's got the game going with his first points of the game for the 76ers. Gallinari outside, inside. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Hey, you know, Kevin, there's a reason why Jordan's a high percentage shooter. Shooting percentage a function of the kind of shots you get. He opts mainly for dunks.
Fultz dishes to Simmons. Jordan against Embiid over Jordan. And again, it's Joel Embiid. Embiid's got his second basket.
Boy, did he burrow his play in there, and the D just sort of backed off.
Griffin down low, covered by Sharch, and the bucket counts. 3-point chance here. And that sends Blake Griffin to the free throw line. It's going to be on Sharch. One of the most impressive things about Blake Griffin is, Greg, when he gets out and runs the open floor.
Yeah, not to mention his ability to run the break himself. A terrific ball handler, even under pressure, and one of the best passers at the 4 in the league, if not the best.
And here's Simmons for 3. The shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Williams kicks to Griffin. About a minute and a half through the first quarter, and a missed layup. Here's Simmons. Williams with the defensive effort. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. They double-team Griffin. Here's Jordan, and the rejection by Embiid.
And Embiid is a determined defender. I mean, swatting away shots. He's got excellent reach and timing. Makes him a good shot blocker.
Pass to Fultz. Wants to get it to Simmons and does. And count it, and a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Boy, it's a thing of beauty watching him attack the defense like that. I mean, they wanted no part of him on that layup.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
And you know, Ben Simmons, a one-and-done player at LSU. He grew up in Australia. Didn't really watch much college basketball. Said he would have preferred to go straight from high school to the pros.
The pass to Fultz. Outside, Simmons. Embiid, the pass to Simmons. A second chance effort. Feeds it to Embiid. Out to the right wing. Outside for Simmons. It's Redick on the wing. Embiid against Griffin. Goes up again. And the shot goes in from Embiid. Embiid's got 6 points. And Simmons ineligible for the Wooden Award at LSU for academic reasons. He made it clear, I am here for basketball.
Well, and I don't like that mindset there. It's clearly accurate, but while you're in school, you should make that part of the equation and be serious about it. Doing just enough to get by, not the way to approach it. Clearly a tremendous talent between the lines, though. No denying that.
Pass to Fultz. Fires the 3. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
Just a tremendous feel for the game. Simmons is so gifted at reading the floor.
Teodosic, the pass to Griffin. The feed to Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
You know, that's how you do it, guys. I mean, he passed his way out of the double team and into an easy basket.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And Simmons kicks to Embiid. Great D that time from Jordan.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Here's Griffin. Redick with the rebound. The 76ers leading by 4. In the corner, Simmons with it. 1:02 left to play in the first quarter. Gallinari with the rebound.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Here's Griffin. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
It was all about his athleticism when Griffin first came into the league, but it didn't take long to see he was about a lot more than that. He's got serious skills down low.
And it's out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession.
Man, you love the effort. Just getting the hand in there and knocking it out.
Really came close to the pilfer, but they'll take that effort. Mucking things up is sometimes just as good as a steal.
And a sturdy screen set for him that time, and he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim for the finish.
No way for his man to get around that one. That's for sure.
No chance, Kevin. I mean, the screen was in the right spot. His feet were set. He would have had to go straight through him, and that's not legal.
And the whistle blows, so a chance here for a three-point play.
Embiid is unstoppable, just too strong for the defense, no matter what they throw at him.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. And the free throw, no good. Clippers trail by 4. 19 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Harrell with it. Sharge is there. And Harrell wide open. He shoots. Sharge grabs the board.
And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
That's what I call an everything but. Good execution. Just didn't knock it down. But you're right. They're happy with that shot.
And it's good. But hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
And even though, you know, you're thinking maybe we don't need the replay in a situation like this, still plenty of time left in this game, and really it's about getting the call right.
Yeah, and the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing up the footage for the officials on the floor. The new process is making for quicker turnarounds, I think.
And the call is going to be overturned. The second look shows that he did, in fact, beat the clock.
Yeah, they're glad they're going to get those points. It wasn't too long ago that they wouldn't even have looked at it on the monitor, but replay's here, and it's here to stay for situations just like that one.
A big-time effort for Joel Embiid, providing a lot of energy for Philadelphia. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And Blake Griffin grew up playing the game alongside his older brother.
You know, watching him kind of go through the process.
Well, talking about taking the right course, we know that the older brother of Blake Griffin, 3 years older, you know, he played, as did Blake, for their dad Tommy in high school, and they were terrific high school players and 4-time state champions.
I mean, it always helps to have a big brother who's kind of been there and done that and can share those experiences with you. Doesn't hurt to have a dad also who was a pro player either, and also a college coach.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And to look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the 76ers.
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the opening man and getting some easy baskets.
You know, it also hasn't taken them long to make their mark in the paint. I mean, they're doing a lot of their scoring from in there.
And so in the game for the 76ers, Redick and Simmons are the 2 and the 3. Embiid is out there with Sharge. And it's Fultz in at the point. Here's Embiid. He's got 10. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting. Clark, looking across the NBA landscape, which post players do you see as the most physically dominant in the league right now?
Well, if you talk about physically dominant, there are a number of guys that fall into that category, but I would add this caveat. Who's physically dominant and most skilled? That's DeMarcus Cousins. Marc Gasol is similar because of his skill set. Drummond is an animal and a beast because of his rebounding and strength and athleticism. DeAndre Jordan, much the same, but skill and physicality, DeMarcus Cousins gets my vote.
Clippers trail by 6. Rivers gets a wide open look. That one off the back iron and out. 76ers have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And for Joel Embiid, some real tough times to start his NBA career. Greg sidelined, as we know, for the first 2 seasons with injuries. And just when he got going in season 3, he was dealt a knee injury.
Yeah, it has not been easy. And remember, Joel Embiid is so competitive. He came to the game late, but fell for it hard. And this is what he lives for, to be out on the court helping his team compete.
And Harold slams it in.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Johnson, he's checked in for Embiid, and Robert Covington subbed in for Simmons. And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here.
And since 2016, a new front office has taken over in Philadelphia. The new team motto, process to progress. They're looking to turn the corner here.
Right side, Jordan, and taken away by Johnson. Here's Covington, knocks it loose. Gallinari outside. Here's Jordan, goes up and lays it nice and easy. Jordan's got 8.
Yeah, Jordan is aggressive as a rebounder. He uses his massive body, athleticism, and long arms to wreak havoc on the glass.
Johnson the screen. Here's Fultz. Drills the three-pointer. 6 points for him. And the previous Sixers front office, distinguished by their patience in rebuilding and, acquiring draft picks. That was the way they were going to build that team. Clark, do you think the Sixers will continue to show that patient approach?
Well, I think they're going to blend it. They're ready to push their chips in and try to win some games now. They want to be a playoff team as soon as possible. You can't continue to lose forever. They want to start winning, and they're on their way.
No good on that one.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. So neither attempt will fall that time for him. Hey, Greg, when you look at all the dunks that DeAndre Jordan has on his resume, it's pretty impressive.
And Jordan, I feel, is even underrated with his dunking ability. Very agile. You can see that in warm-ups as well as the dunk contest. His unmatched power when attacking the rim, really unprecedented. He may be the best athlete in the league. Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Sharch with the screen for Fultz. He kicks it to Sharch. Fultz dishes to Sharch. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. To the middle, just 5 to shoot. Outside, Redick. Redick can't get that one to fall. Clippers trail by 8. Outside, Griffin. Jordan, the pass to Griffin. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. 10 points for Blake Griffin.
Yeah, he's become very reliable with that mid-range jump shot. The defense can't let him get comfortable from there.
Fultz, no good. The Clippers have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second, 5 of 10. That one goes. Count it. And now just a 4-point 76ers lead.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
And Redick kicks to Fultz. Redick dishes to Johnson. Out to the right wing. Redick passes to Johnson. He feeds it to Fultz. From deep. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Jordan's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Ring shot on the way. A rebound by Johnson. The 76ers leading by 4. Redick for 3. Griffin grabs the board.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Williams kicks to Jordan. Some solid defense from Saric.
Now that's superb defense in low. I mean, they played it well. It's not easy trying to alter these shots without fouling the shooter, and that's a good job of doing both.
And a pretty tightly contested game here. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the 3rd quarter. See you in just a bit.
And now,
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. Time for the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Joel Embiid having an outstanding game. He had 14 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 block. He had a very shaky performance in their last game, but it has not affected him at all tonight. What a tremendous first half he played. And from what we saw so far from the Sixers, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
Well, one place they had the edge was on the offensive board. They converted those extra possessions into points. Nothing is more demoralizing to a defense than forcing a miss and then giving up a second attempt. The offensive glass is going to pay big dividends.
And
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. Joel Embiid. Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. Reed out there with Harrell. Then there's Austin Rivers. Then it's Patrick Beverly. And it's Decker in at the 3.
Really like the quick decision-making of Fultz there, Kevin. Excellent at surveying the floor for the open teammate.
Great way to see the alley-oop. That replay courtesy of Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment.
And, you know, the Sixers were heavily criticized for the so-called process, enduring the pain of losing big. People forget the prior decade when the team tried to contend, only won a single playoff series.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially, Greg, when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Beverly for 3. The Clippers rebound. Reed dishes to Harrell. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And the foul called on Los Angeles. And Clark, it's true the Sixers were a team long stuck in the middle. Does that help explain why they employed such drastic measures to rebuild?
I think so, Kevin. Clearly, they tried getting there the usual way when you try to develop players and maybe add a key free agent here or there, and it didn't quite work. And the process was Plan B. And that process has really started to pay some dividends, so I don't blame them for trying it.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it. They're in a hurry. I think, Kevin, they're rushing things a little bit to begin the half. Nothing pretty about this 1-for-4 start.
Decker with it. Looking for his first basket still in this one.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Well, he makes the basics look pretty exceptional.
And, Kevin, I'd suggest that he stay with those basics because we've got a tight one here tonight.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time, Greg.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Stauskas is checked in for Fultz, and it's Luwawu Cabarro in for J.J. Redick. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Beverly, the pass to Harrell. Rivers kicks to Harrell. He dishes it to Reed. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Reed's got 8 points. And Clark, when you think back to your career, what do you miss the most about playing in the National Basketball Association?
Well, you know, for me, Kevin, because my career was cut short due to injury, I missed the opportunity to see how good I could have been on a winning team, on a playoff team. Back in the early 80s, the Pacers were building towards that, and I never got a chance to be part of a playoff team. And the camaraderie you establish in going through the shared misery and joy of competing is something that's special and unique to sports, and you really don't find it in any other venue.
And the Clippers are known as a high wire act, and rightfully so with their stars. This team is also one that can at times lock it down defensively. I don't think they get enough credit for what they do on that side of the ball.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Montrezl Harrell. Gallinari comes in for Decker. Lou Williams is checked in for Austin Rivers. And Teodosic subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Los Angeles shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
The Clippers not a team known for their defense, but quite often the last few years, it's been the deciding factor for them in games.
Yeah, and I think it starts with the pressure they place on ball handlers. They can throw double teams or pick up far out from the hoop. They've got shot blocking inside to erase mistakes as well.
Here's Simmons. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Here's Griffin, and then Griffin with the dunk.
Yes, he does, Kevin. Love seeing Griffin finish with power at the rim. Awesome at throwing it down when he's in this deep.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Williams kicks to Griffin. Reed dishes to Griffin, and Griffin slams it in.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Johnson, the pass to Stauskas. 50 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Luwawu. Off the mark and a bad shot there. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
Down low. There's a screen by Williams. And Griffin with the score. The assist by Williams. Williams has got 3 assists now in this one. Kicks it out to Johnson. Pass to McConnell. Dishes it to Simmons. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Got to admire the hard work of Simmons, a genius at drawing contact.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game. And the Clippers making a change here. Jordan's checked in. Philadelphia also making some changes. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Johnson. And Robert Covington subbed in for Luwawu Cabarro. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. The dish to Griffin. And he slams it down right on top of Joel Embiid.
And one for the highlight reel. And you see after multiple knee surgeries, Griffin can still get up.
And this is his 2nd trip to the line tonight.
And taking a look back at last year's numbers, he's about a 76% shooter.
Yeah, you know, that was one spot where they didn't have to worry about him at all. I mean, at the free throw line, he was automatic.
And then Griffin with the dunk.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time.
Not when he can throw it down like that. Boom!
Blake Griffin getting it done for Los Angeles. His production has been flowing as he's tallied 20 points and looks to be planning for more. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Let's hear what Doc Rivers has going on over in his huddle.
Hey guys, come on, let's close this fourth.
All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be good. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth, the young stars Simmons and Embiid at the 4 and 5. T.J. McConnell is out there with Korkmaz, and it's Covington in at the 3. Los Angeles leading by 5 to the inside. Here's Griffin. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. And Blake Griffin, a free agent this past summer, ended up staying with the Clippers while others departed.
Yeah, you thought he might be gone after CP3 left, but Griffin enjoyed the team, and they offered him a huge contract. You felt as though he flew under the radar a bit in free agency, due maybe to his history of injuries.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Willie Reed, he's checked in for Jordan. Sam Decker comes in for Gallinari. Austin Rivers, he's checked in for Lou Williams. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Teodosic.
And Blake Griffin is just an incredible athlete, explosive and great balance and mobility, powerful. A big guy who can flat out throw it down, and he also can pass it too.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Clippers.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
And the other thing they've done since the beginning of this game is score points off turnovers and in bunches.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It's going to be on Sharch. And you look at the Clippers post Chris Paul. The team is still in a position to compete.
I think they had to fill in gaps when players left, but I really like the job they've done overall. I mean, they have good inside and outside presence. Not the same, but they aren't in a horrible spot.
Griffin hits them both.
Boy, you have to like how he's challenging the defense now in the second half. Getting to the line for a lot of free throw opportunity.
Fultz kicks to Embiid. Over Reed. Here's Sharch. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
Much love goes his way. I mean, he refused to give up on the glass. Nice to see him rewarded because of his hustle.
And the Clippers call time here. The short rest, very important, and one of the benefits of this part of the game is getting on the same page with your team while having the chance to hydrate with Gatorade. Replenish your energy for the late game push. Harrell, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Doc Rivers said to his team. He told them, hey, they're ready to give up. We're close to winning this game, but we're not done yet. I don't want to see any let up out there. We'll see how well he got the point across.
That one's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Embiid.
And you can see how comfortable Embiid is, feeling like nobody can guard him in the paint. And he's right.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
Clippers leading by 7. Beverly with the ball. Now guarded by Fultz. Beverly dishes to Reed. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
And slam dunk by Sharch.
And with Simmons, you get it all. I mean, the shooting, the rebounding, and the passing.
The Clippers have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Here's Harrell. Kept alive. And stolen by Redick. Embiid inside. Reed on him. And there's the call on Austin Rivers. That's his first foul. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone.
Yeah, he's costing them right now, sabotaging them a little bit. He's got to find his shot if they want to win this game.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Kept alive. Here's Griffin. Good D by Embiid. The 76ers trail by 7. Griffin with the steal. Right side, Williams. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got his 4th rebound in this one. Got that one up quick. And that's now 6 points for J.J. Redick.
Tell you what, that bucket could turn out to be large. Redick gets the call and shows no nerve in coming through for him there.
And that one's good, Griffin. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Here's Jordan, and the dunk by Jordan.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there. Terrific timing on that pass, placing it in a great spot, ideal spot, where his teammate could score.
And the Clippers call time here. They're up by 6. 1:16 left in the fourth quarter. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Blake Griffin.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for Teodosic. 1:16 left in the fourth quarter. Jordan inside, guarded by Embiid. A shot by Jordan, no good. The 76ers trail by 6. Redick passes to Embiid, shoots over Griffin, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Blake Griffin.
Man, I tell you what, I love how Embiid doesn't shy away from contact. He's skilled at finding ways to get to that foul line.
And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
And Beverly kicks to Griffin. Sharge grabs the board.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Money! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
They get the points they need as Redick shows just how cold-blooded he can be. JJ has the bench up and going crazy with that one.
Now you need every basket you can get.
Greg, I think they're still alive here, but they better execute every trip down the floor from here on out.
Kicks to Embiid. Back to Redick to tie it up. Buries the triple. And oh, that was an enormous three-pointer.
And this atmosphere is bananas.
Electric in here. I mean, that was a tremendous shot. But this crowd all over it, turned up.
And they got to bring the double team on him.
And that one misses.
And this spot has always been Jordan's biggest drawback. He's never been able to make his free throws at even a modest rate, and teams are never afraid to put him on the line.
Timeout called the 76ers. They're trailing by 2. Just 4 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And here are the 76ers now. It's tipped, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. Stolen by Beverly, so it's the Clippers taking the win in a close one. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being on edge of your seat and just wondering what's gonna happen. How is this thing gonna play out?
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. DeAndre, you were active at both ends today. How did you get yourself going?
I think it was just us trying to come out and win a game at home. We know how important these are. Every game that we play is important, so we just got to keep it going.
And you protected the home court well, DeAndre. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. And we'll see you next time.